Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we are playing Is It New? I swear I think this palette I've heard about so long ago because it just launched really, but everybody's had it. Well, not everybody, but a good bit of people have had it for a really long time. And it's the Sigma Cool Neutrals palette. And I placed my order at, I think it launched the first or second, but for whatever reason their website had it up a day earlier, so I just went and got it. And at first I thought, ooh, did I order the wrong thing? Because they had a warm neutrals. But no, I ordered the right one, so that's a plus. It was actually on their website available prior to the release date. That was pretty cool. But it also came with also with the order, let me say, I purchased because, of course, this launched because I heard about it a while back because of a bunch of influencers, friends getting together, that creators and friends event thing that you hear about. Anyway, so like mid-sized creators getting together, and that is so cool. First off, let me say, like, really cool that they get to like mingle and meet other people, because I would agree that this would be a little bit lonely for a job, just speaking to a phone. I mean, yes, you got your people who comment, which that's a little bit of interaction, but for the most part it is very lonely sitting in a room filming, right? But with that said, they were talking about a favorite product from Sigma, which was the under eye conceal and bright. What is that thing called? Hold on, let me get it. It's the Spectrum Color Correcting Duo, light medium. Okay, first off, when I see them using it, it looks so much bigger than what it is. That's number one. Number two, with it was like a bundle deal. You got this and this. Now I don't know why this looks so small to me compared to, and maybe it looks bigger when I'm looking at it from another, when somebody else was reviewing it, but this is tiny. I'm not gonna lie, I can't, like, the Dior is bigger than this, which I do have the new Dior blush. We are wearing that today, but we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, I like this a lot. I agree. Okay, it's hydrating without being too hydrating. You could almost wear this. Now I just used this lighter one, right? I believe this one may be even closer to my skin tone, but I use this to conceal my dark circles, and I would say that it is about as bright as the number one by Charlotte Tilbury in her under eye concealer. This one may be like my Natasha Denona one. I don't know. No, well, maybe. This one may be more along that line of C2. Is that what that says? I think so. But anyway, this is better than the Becca under eye corrector. I said it. But it came with this little brush here. So cute. And it fits really nicely. Now, when I got this, I started thinking about the Angie Hot and Flashy. Completely different, okay? It's kind of the same, but it's not. This one is much more softer and flimsier, the BK. The Sigma is much more firmer. It's still soft, but firmer. And it's more like, where this is more like a cat paw. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you get what I'm saying. You see the difference in the points, right? So this is much more slimmer and compact. This is much more out like a hand, like a cat paw type of thing. Which one do I like better? I don't know. Because this one really did apply, and I actually used it for the brightener. No, I used my finger to apply right here. The concealer part. I used this to apply my Natasha Denona concealer, which I got a different shade. This time I purchased the N5. I did have the N4. N5 is definitely more the correct shade I needed. Maybe even a little bit darker. but I can live with the N5. I can live with the N4 too, but you get my drift. With summer coming, I'm probably going to get even a little more darker, so that N5 works a lot better. Make sure I'm saying this right. I am. Okay. So, I got this brush and that. And then I got a free 4 little brushes, I think it starts here. No. I got 3 little brushes free. And it's these 3 pink ones right here, but I already had little pink brushes to begin with, so that is so cool to add to the collection. I think these are so cute. So I got the shader crease, the shader lid, and eyeliner, which is this pointy thing. Now, y'all know I don't do eyeliner, but what I will say is I really kind of like this as a lip liner type pencil, to be fair. I'm sure they have their own for lip liners too, but I do particularly like this for that. So I got those free. I got a lip gloss free. I know, right? This is in the shade Lilac Wine, maybe is what that says. I'm not for sure. I can't read that, y'all. And I got the Quarter Rosa blush free, okay, when I purchased this palette, and I purchased that, but I also purchased, I wanted to try the Ignite for the lid. I have Persuade already, and I have something else, another one, but I love Persuade, but I like this one too. And I would say this one's even more closer to my skin tone than Persuade. So, loving that. I mean, I like the fact that they did give out some free stuff, like I said. The blush and this, for sure. And it kind of even goes with a cool neutral palette. The Quarter Rosa blush, which I gave to my daughter. So that's gone. But the reason I did that is because I have the Quarter Rosa blush in this bigger palette right here. And it's right here. And it goes nicely with this in this palette. So I think it is nice that if they were going to do something free, that it kind of goes with the theming in a way. You know what I mean? For bronzer, I'm wearing my Pat McGrath Nude Honey bronzer. For blush, I'm wearing the Dior in Pink Lilac. And it looks purple. It does. And I don't know if you can see it. It is very light. Okay? And I have built this up. I promise you. This is where we're at. Okay? I have built and built and built. It does have a lilac type of sheen to it. It does. Is it pretty? Yes. At first, when I first started applying it, I was really, really thinking it's going to turn into like a, like the Hourglass Mood Exposure. That's where I thought we were going to go with this shade. That's kind of the drift I thought it was going to go, but it's not. It is a very pinky with a lilac type of touch to it, if that makes sense. I feel like that shade on a cool tone person, y'all, I think it's going to be beautiful. I really do. If you were cool toned, I truly think that that is a blush for you. I am more warm toned, neutral warm tone, basically. But I do love me cool tones. I do. But on my skin tone with that shade, I really feel like it doesn't give it, I don't give it the best run for its money, right? But I feel like if you had cool tone skin, you might really want to look into that blush. It might really be worth it for you. I'm not going to lie. I think that I like it on myself. I do. I love it. And I would recommend it for me even. But I would really highly recommend it if you have cool toned skin. I'm just saying. I know this video is very long-winded, but I really want to let you know, like, because this stuff is expensive. It is. As far as the lip gloss by Sigma, I like it. It's not too sticky. It's got like a pearlescent type of, like, I don't know if you can see it or not in this, but it's not glitter. I mean, it might be glitter. It might be glitter, actually. But it doesn't feel like it on the lips, okay? It feels just like a regular lip gloss, but it is so pretty, this particular shade. But more importantly, it's the feeling of it on my lips. It doesn't feel thick and goopy, and I don't know. It feels like it's laying on the lips, smoothing them out. There's no tingling, it's not a plumping or anything like that. We're going to ignore the hair too because, well, I'm having a time with it right now. But it's just a really nice lip gloss. And that's where I feel Sigma really does lie. They're really nice products. If you can find a shade, a color, you're going to like it. Is it the like best in the game? No, it's not. I'm not going to lie and pretend like it is. It's not. But are you definitely getting your money's worth? Yes. Will you be disappointed? No, you will not. So if you can find a color story of like an eyeshadow palette you like, you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to use it. You're going to like it. You're going to feel like your price point is there. Like, you're not going to be disappointed in any way, shape, or form. Is the formula, like my very, very favorite? No. Is it like something revolutionary? Again, no. But is it good? Will it last all day? Yes, it will. So that's where I'm at with Sigma. Their brushes, same way. They're workhorse brushes. Are they the softest? No. Are they, like, I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Like, again, it matches its price point. You're not going to be disappointed. They have a 2-year warranty on their brushes. So there you go. Like, to me, that says a lot. If somebody's willing to give you a 2-year warranty, but at the same time, let me let you know that I've spoke about this before, and I am one of those people, okay? Granted, if a brush fell apart, am I contacting Sigma to let them know? No, I'm not. However, I've had 2 F80s. I believe is this the flat ones. I'm pretty sure it's an F80. Because this one is a, let me see, F46. This one has been perfectly fine for me. I've used it several times. I have cleaned it. Nothing. No shedding. No nothing. It's worked fabulously. But that flat top, I'm pretty sure it's an F80. 2 of them. They come apart at the head. Why that is, I do not know. I did not contact them. I'm sure I could have and received a new one for my 2-year warranty thing. But I did not. I don't know how that falls into the overall picture. Like, is there a lot of them and people just don't call in about them? Or is there not a lot and the people that do call in, they really do get their replacement? I don't know. They're not as soft. None of their brushes are as soft as BK Beauty, though. However, I do think BK Beauty's brushes are just a little bit more than Sigma as far as price point. So it's really about what you're looking for, to be fair. They both work. I mean, I have no issues out of either brushes, you know what I mean? If for myself and everyday use, I do prefer the BK Beauty. Sorry, the phone was doing something weird there. I do prefer the BK Beauty. Just so you know, they're softer. However, the Sigma brushes, they are workhorses, and there are certain shapes that BK Beauty don't have yet, so keep that in mind. But let's get to this, because this is the main thing here. And this is what this palette looks like. The reason why I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this is because this palette people have shown it now for about, I would say about 2 weeks now, 2 to 3 weeks. I'll do a couple looks. You'll see it spread out throughout my content. But I really wanted to give the backstory to this before anything. This look took me maybe 5 minutes, So let's get started. The first shade we're going to go into is Harvest, which is this shade right here. And like I said, I love their formula. I mean, you know, the only palette I feel like I personally didn't really get along with, to be fair, was, I think it's the Cinderella one, or was it the Alice in Wonderland? It was one of them too. Only because, like, I just couldn't understand the color story. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't visually put it together. Or I was either just putting too much. Y'all know how I feel about the new Mod palette. Oh, I love that palette. And y'all know how I feel about the Beauty and the Beast palette by Sigma. Chef's kiss. So, like, there's no surprise there about how I feel. We're going to go into Talisman. I think it's the name of that one. I don't know, you all. So we're just going to darken up the outer portion here with that shade. And I do like the fact that it is warm and cool. Well, this, I would say from this over is cool. From this over is warm. These two could go either way depending on the base that you're setting up. But the fact that, like, the warm and, like, usually you don't mix warm and cool, right? But I feel like you could and get away with it. Like, the way this is set up, it could be done. And it can be done right. And it's done right, if that makes sense. So if you are wanting a mix of, like, you want a little bit of cool, a little bit of warm, just depending on your mood, you know, this palette might be for you. If you already have certain palettes, do you need this? No. But if you are looking for, like, a very beautiful, simple, all-in-one type of palette, this one might be the one to look into, to be fair. Like, personally, I have Stone Cold Fox by ColourPop, and I have Bare Necessities. Can I find those shades, these shades in this palette in that? Yes, I can. But those are much larger palettes. And really, that's probably, I can get both those palettes for the same price as this one, to be fair. Depending on if ColourPop's got a, you know, something running, right? Now, the formulas are different. Don't get me wrong. And ColourPop has got some amazing formula. I will not diss ColourPop, okay? But that's two palettes, where this is one. And options, you know, you have options in this palette. You have options in those, obviously. Again, it's about what you want and need. In a way, I think those bigger palettes are a little bit too big. But to be fair, I do like those palettes a lot. We're going to take that Talisman, whatever the shade name is, I don't even know. And we're going to run it under the lower lash line. I used the white Fake Awake eyeliner by Tarte for my waterline. Y'all, I'm telling you, that's all you need is those two Fake Awake liners by Tarte. That's all you need in your collection. Unless you're like a neutral person and you like color, then maybe go for the ColourPop ones. But I have now decided that, like, those are my two favorite waterline colors. They don't budge. Not in my eyes. They will not budge all day. They will stay there all day long. And I love that. Now, ColourPop usually does stay, but by the end of the night, I would say they do, you know, they're not still on my waterline. They're gone. But with these are still there, even at the end of the night. So whether it's a 4-hour wear, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10-hour wear, they're still there. I don't wear my makeup longer than that, so I can't really tell you. I guess I could give it a whirl. Because, I mean, well, what is the longest somebody wears their makeup for? I don't know, you know? Like, the max I wear my makeup for would be 10 hours. Most of the time, 8. And then the very least 4, you know? So it's like for me, I'm not looking for anything over that, you know, like, because I don't need it. But some people do, and I get it. So maybe I should really, you know, look into how long things last a little better. But I can guarantee it 10 hours for sure. We're going to go into the shade Iris, which is this shade right here. I should have used my Sigma brushes. I know. I should have. But I pulled these ones back out because I was stuck on my Refer brushes for a while. But I really do like these BK Beauty brushes. I really, really do. There's just something about them. Especially on my skin, where I don't know what my skin's doing right now. I really don't. But they just feel so much better like using on my skin than any other brush at this point in time. So that's why I pulled them back out. My skin likes them. I like them. So that's why we're where we're at. I'm going to take the shade Polished, and we're going to put that in the inner corner. Very lightly. Oh, for highlighter, I did forget to tell you what I'm wearing for highlighter. Although, you can probably guess. Because it's my fave. It's my new fave, let's say that. It's the Natasha Denona highlighter in 01. Yo, I can't put that one down. I really can't. There's just something so special about those highlighters. And I said I was wearing her concealer. I'm also wearing the foundation in 40 and the full coverage, the Foundation X Plus. I don't know what she's doing with this, but I need her to bring this back. But I applied it, and then I set it with her High Glam foundation powder in N6. And the 40N is a little bit too dark for me, but that's okay because this is a little bit lighter than that, so it kind of like evens it in a way. It works, let's just say that. And I really do like it. This foundation, I like it, but I like it either if I'm doing a very light coverage day and just going about my day, just to even my skin, or if I'm using it to sort of set in certain areas and not under my eyes. I don't like it under my eyes at all. For under the eyes, I actually use this Da Vinci Prism Libre powder, in which I used, and I think it's done pretty good right now. I've also decided less is better. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Less is better, not more. Less. Yes. Very little. Like, I put very little on my brush, dot, 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 and done. And it works. So, that is it for the palette. That's all I used out of the palette. For mascara, I'm just going to use the Estee Lauder because I opened this up the other day doing an Estee Lauder look. I will say that this mascara did not smudge. So, that's a plus. We're going to use it on the top lashes. Is it the best mascara? No. But does it work? Yeah. It works. But, you know, again, I use my Lash Clash and my Gucci as my top ones. And no, this ain't going to replace either one of them. But it is good. I'll give it that. It is a good mascara. But anything that doesn't smudge or flake or transfer is good for me. And clump. I don't like them clumpy. But yeah, it's not a bad mascara at all. But again, you can get drugstore. So mascara is one of those things I feel is personal, depending on what you're wanting. And do you wear lashes? Because to me, if you wear falsies, it does not matter the mascara, to be fair, unless it crumbles down your face, whatever you want to call it. Now I forgot the word I'm looking for. Lord, I need help, y'all. I need help. Flakes. Unless it flakes. because your falsies are going to do the work. You know, you just need your lashes to blend in. So you just need a black, decent mascara, basically. Where I don't wear falsies, so I need the mascara to do the work. And it does work, but it's not a workhorse. Let's just say that. It's not a workhorse. So I do apologize that most of the video is just me talking about the products, but I really wanted to give a thorough, because to be fair, none of this stuff is cheap. And I don't know about you, but I don't have money just to go out and throw. You know what I mean? Like, I need to save every penny, because you just don't know, you know? You just don't know what will happen. So I'm trying to really think about my purchases, but yet keep everybody in mind on what everybody else wants too, so that I can let you know, hey, don't waste your money. But also keep in mind that, you know, none of this stuff is limited edition. So it'll be here. So, you know, you can always ask for it as a present, Mother's Day, something, you know, if you wanted to. Birthday present. At least I don't think anything I've talked about is limited edition, right? I mean, the most that would be a limited edition is this blush, because the rest of this stuff's been around forever, and this is the new launch, and it didn't say limited edition, so I would imagine they would keep this in their collection, since they have a warm neutral. Now they have a cool neutral palette, so I would assume it's going to stay too. I do have to clean up this one little spot I nicked with the mascara right there. Actually, I'll let that dry. What I'll do, the bottom lashes, I'm going to use the Lancome Definitely Seals on the bottom. I don't know, there is something about that mascara I do like, though. That Estee Lauder one. Surprising, I know. What is it called? Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. I don't know if it gives me volume. Gives me length. Separation even. I don't know about volume. Maybe. Of course, my lashes right now, I don't know what they're up to. Couldn't tell you. But we're going to use Lancome for the bottom lashes. But you know what I will say, though, that also the that Sigma eye concealer thing, you could almost get away with just using that and not putting concealer. Like, I almost thought about it, but then I thought, no, I better add concealer too, you know. But if I wasn't doing a full face, I could easily see me grabbing that and just under my dark circles just to hide them and be good, to be fair. I really could. So there's that too, just in case you're wondering. If you're just doing a very light look day, I bet you could use it and then use the Natasha Denona foundation powder, and that would be enough. But I highly suggest checking that out. Out of everything today, that's the one thing I would highly suggest checking out. Do I like the eyeshadow palette? Yeah. But do you have the Natasha Denona Glam palette? Or, is that what it's called? Yeah. No. Yeah. It's the Glam, right? Y'all, my palettes are all running together. Yeah, because the retro, okay, yeah, Glam. Okay, I was like, wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Because then there's the retro Glam. Okay, yeah. So if you have the Glam palette, up to you. You know, you kind of don't need this, but you might want it. It's up to you. But this is different. So out of today's, look, everything I tried, what stands out to me differently is this. And you know what? Should I? Yeah, this. Okay, so Ignite is so much closer to my skin tone. So I'm going to put this in and this, okay, as two byproducts. These two things, whether you are Ignite, Persuade, or what is the other shade? Hold on. I know this is a long video, you all. I'm so sorry. But I really want to get this other shade that I have. That way you know, because depending on your skin tone, that is the shade you're going to want to get, unfortunately. Oh, where is it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This though is like the Painterly Paint Pot. So if you wear Painterly Persuade, maybe more up your alley. If you're soft ochre, you may want Ignite, or the other shade, I cannot think of it, and I do not see it here. I am so sorry, you all, but you get my drift. These are so easy to use and so good. Swipe it across your lid. Seriously, swipe it across your lid, and then take this, pat it out. This is a Real Technique brush. It is a tempered blending brush, okay? This is what I use for all of my eye primers, whether it's my Paint Pot, whether it's this, whether it's my Viseart. Okay, okay, now my Viseart though is my favorite eye primer for not evening out my lid color. That's not what that's for. That is for the lines and stuff in my eyes. It almost makes it a very smooth base to work on, and it really grips the shadows beautifully. But it does not cover any discoloration. So if you don't need discoloration, if you don't have discoloration, I'd say go Viseart. If you have discoloration, go Sigma. Go Sigma for under eye corrector. Again, I have light to medium, and then I think there's medium to dark. So if you're my skin tone, lighter, maybe even a little bit darker, you might want the light to medium. But highly, those are the two things that stand out. I know, as weird as that sounds, because it does not sound like me at all. And then the lip gloss is different. As in, it just feels so darn nice. It almost reminds me, because it's not thick, but it's not thin. It's not goopy. It's not stringy. It's just beautifully executed, really. Although it doesn't wear long, and that could be why, because of the things that I just said it didn't do. So keep that in mind. Or it could just be this color. But I do really like this color. It's like a your lip but better almost, in a way. And it's got the, like I said, pearlized, probably glitter in it type of thing. So yeah, I'm impressed with everything I tried today. And surprised that the things that I really, really, really like aren't the things that I thought I would. To be fair, I really thought I was going to be head over heels for this palette. And I am. Don't think I'm not. I am. And this blush, I really thought I'd be head over heels for it, because I absolutely adore the Rosy Glow line. Y'all know I've got the cherry, the rosewood, the pink one, the coral one. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 5. There's another one I'm missing, I know. 4 or 5 anyway. Those ones I know for sure. Like 100%. And now this one. And I like it. I do. I love it. It's beautiful. But I definitely think if you got more of a cool tone, this is up your alley. This is going to be your #1 blush. I'd almost like to put a bet out there. For anyone with cool tone undertone, purchase this, try it, and let me know. I really think, especially for spring and summer, I feel like this is going to be your #1 blush. I do. Wholeheartedly, I do. But yeah, I would highly suggest this, though. This is my #1. The eye primers are number 2. The cream sticks, those are number 2. The blush, if you're cool toned. The lip glosses in any shade that you really like, give it a try. They may still be having a sale where if you purchase so much, you get that for free too. So keep that in mind. I do like Sigma blushes too, so that's cool that they put that in there. I already had it, but still cool. And the Cool Neutral palette, I really do enjoy it. So yeah, I love this look. I think it's beautiful, and it was easy to achieve. Now my time frame says that it wasn't so quick and easy, but I promise you it is. It's a very easy palette to use. I just talk a lot, and I have a lot to say, and like, I don't want to steer you wrong, but I don't want to steer you away either. You know what I mean? Like, I want to give you all the information so you can make the decision the best that you can. But yeah, that's all. Oh, this. I'm telling you, these 2 here for liners. That's all you're going to need for their waterline. Just saying that too. But alright, I'm going to let you go. I'll do other looks with this palette just so you can get a feel for it. Maybe I'll stick with the more warm tone side on the next look. That way you can kind of see it. But man, that cool tone. I've been into cool tones though, I know. Plus, I really want to pull out my summer palettes because I feel like now, I mean, I'm still into my spring, bright, beautiful colors, bright pastels and stuff. But I feel like with summer approaching, it's more warm, bronzy looks anyway, is how I feel anyway. But let me know your thoughts on that. But we're also doing the alphabet, going through my collection and picking different things from that brand. But yeah, I don't know even what letter I'm on now. Gosh, help me. Somebody needs to help me. Somebody needs to keep me in line is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to let you go so I don't talk your ear off anymore. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. I'm curious. Or anything in Sigma's line for that matter. What's your favorite? I'm curious. But I will let you go, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday unless there's a new launch or if I just feel like it. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.